Hello and welcome, or welcome back, to part 2. The continuing saga of... Oh, sorry, I wasn't here for this other... Okay, so so it's like this, and then hands down?
Like make 2 OKs.
Okay.
And then point your middle fingers toward you.
Okay.
And then,
I see.
Then,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. It's one of these jobs.
Yeah.
All right. HMDs.
That's right.
Hand-mounted displays.
And display. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going through the entire Oculus Rift launch lineup because it's out today.
Yeah.
That happened. VR is here.
7 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. It's the future is now. We live in a different world.
Yes.
I mean, I guess the Gear VR has been out for a while, but that's... Who has phones?
No one.
No one. No one uses phones. Personal computers, that's where it's at.
Yeah. Desktop PCs.
All right, we're going to let Dan play one more thing, and then Drew will get you over there.
All right,
and let you do some driving.
All right, what are we playing here?
Why don't you try Dead Secret?
Dead Secret? I've never even heard of that. All right. Into the Dead. Dead Secret.
Or Into the Dead, whichever one. Okay, you're on
I've
Dead
done
Secret?
Dead Secret.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Robot Invader.
Ooh, this one's kind of full
I will
screen
cross
too.
it off the list.
All
I'm
right.
trying to keep a list of what we played and what we haven't.
All right, I'm in a field. The hay is growing really fast. I can just go to endings? All right.
Well, maybe there's nothing in there when you go there, I'm guessing. But. All right, Dead Secret here is $14.99.
I need to recalibrate. There we go. Okay. Normal or sensitive? Normal. Should be an extreme option.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days
Extreme
ago.
option is watching
Nobody
you from
believes
this
me,
angle
but I
as
think
you.
he's murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it.
You could probably do a
If
game
I'm
where
right,
the input
there are 4
is,
major suspects.
or like
Graham Wellington,
they ask you a question and you nod for yes,
Josie
shake your head for
Herrera.
no.
Cynthia Peckman.
I've done that. I can't remember which
Bobby Sawyer.
game it was, but I have done exactly what you're.
Find out what happened.
what
They
you're
would have to
proposing.
localize that for Indian territories.
Oh, really? What?
Because I think
What?
in India, this is yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
What's happening here?
I could be wrong about that.
Hey, the crime scene.
This is it. The crime scene.
The warrant.
The crime
The
scene.
crime scene.
Oh, it's locked. Okay. This is, I don't know how this is controlling. Ah!
What?
All
You're wearing
right.
handcuffs? What's going on down
I think
there?
that's my hands are crossed.
Okay, all
Got
right.
his stomach.
What?
Are you
I
blinking?
don't know what's, okay, left stick
Blinks?
does that blinky, oh God.
So it's like an adventure game. You're moving the cursor to something and hitting A to move, right?
Okay, oh, weird, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd hit A, oh, I see. That's me.
Oh, your arm's broken.
Investigate further.
That's what's going
Magnifying glass.
on. All right, gotta find evidence.
In and out, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Reclusive prof.
Man,
Don't
this
say
newspaper
prof.
really went down the shitter, huh?
Oh, I'm in
Yeah.
Now it
Kansas.
just looks like a zine or something, typewriter.
I'm in Kansas.
Yeah, look
Gove?
at that spacing. Yeah.
Ever heard of Gove, Kansas? What, is that? This is like that weird thing in the Windlands. The like,
Yeah, where the right
Oh.
stick just
yeah,
kinda-
I don't like that. I need to not press the
You
left
probably
stick.
shouldn't have put it on normal then.
No, sensitive was like for like scaled back even further.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you, the person, are sensitive.
Yeah.
I see.
All right, you taking some notes?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I can't open it with it's twine.
Well, your arm is in a sling or something.
Okay, piano's blocking the way. All right, so, oh man, I'm not into the way this controls. Yeah, I can probably go in there. Okay. Outside. All right. Okay, so I can't use the hand truck.
What about the door behind you?
Yeah, I tried. That's. Oh, I thought. Yeah, it won't let me go. There's a story here. I know it.
Gotta sniff it out. What? Can you go into the crime scene?
No, it says it's locked.
Then you need to find a key.
I need to get out of this backwater town. Oh wait, drawers. Here, hey.
It's a small key.
Oh,
See?
we're going into
Hold
the
it.
crime scene.
What about the other drawer?
Yep. Nothing.
Figures. What is that?
The candle.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not lit.
Yeah.
All right.
How's that feel having it walk on a track like that while
Not
you're...
good. Like, I don't like this at all.
It's not a great map.
That would be Japan.
Enough of the editorializing, all right? I don't want to hear about the weird face. Like,
It's a funky typewriter.
west, east, north. Okay, so you now know the symbol that corresponds to north because that's on the thing.
Okay, so it's west, east, north.
But we're never solving it.
No.
Dan didn't read that thing.
Mr. Ipkiss, we all wear masks.
You want to try standing up and seeing if that makes the turning, like any of the movement feel better?
Let's see. Oh!
Wait, can you look at your headless body?
I can't really, like, the game audio is pretty loud for me. I can't really hear you that well. Oh. I got the camera lens.
Can you look at your body? Are you headless? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous.
I'm super headless.
That's is that 2?
It's
You Valkyrie
2.
in this? Mm-hmm. I know of a 3rd.
Oh, there's something there. Wait, I gotta go like this. Oh god, this sucks. All right.
A man who can see with his skin. Drew, you look well.
Thank you. You ever see Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
It's a World War II movie. I didn't know that going in.
Ah!
You're practicing for like YouTube style jump scares. You got a lot of work.
That's my gimmick.
Yeah. Like, ah. Ooh.
That's for the thumbnail.
I am not
You got that, Jason, for the thumbnail?
All right.
Can I stop playing this?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah. This seems like it
please.
seems like you don't want to play any more of this. And
I mean, I'm trying to go forward.
it's a record player.
There's no record.
Yeah, this doesn't. It's not just that I don't really like adventure games. It's that none of this feels good. You know.
I wonder why they do it that way, so that you can have freedom to move your head around and look at stuff, but not.
I think in these early days, I think a lot of developers had to make choices a long time ago, as they made their game, and I think everyone has kind of come to some different conclusions, and some of that stuff will, I think some just like common practices will coalesce now that games are out there and now that a wider audience is trying stuff, and you'll start to see the stuff move pretty fast.
Yeah.
But for now,
People will figure out, okay, that game works. I'm doing this. I'm gonna copy that movement scheme or whatever.
It's like when Dance Central with Kinect, it actually worked, like going through the menus by doing the swipe in thing. Like, I don't know why more things didn't do that, because hovering over a thing for like 3 seconds always sucked. But Dance Central was the only thing that actually felt pretty good.
yeah.
Ah! Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I use I have scissors. This is weird.
Is it because you stood up?
Let me
That now
see
it's
if
not lined up anymore?
Yeah.
That's why you can see your headless head?
Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah. All right.
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's, what was the?
Dead Secret.
Dead Secret, right. All right. Well, when we switch around here, Drew, you want to go play some
all right.
driving games?
I would love to trip
See
the
this
Rift.
fireplace we've been
Fantastic.
talking about?
Yeah. Oh boy. All right.
All right. Well, why don't we start with Radial G? Racing Revolved. Well, Dan, before you put that stuff on, can you reach over? You see where it says Finish Install on Time Machine VR? Can you click that? Okay.
Dan, do this green screen.
I don't know. He messed up the green screen bad. Let's see here. I'm going by my count here. Some people are asking for games that are not in the Oculus store, and from what I've tried so far, that stuff has not worked. So we'll experiment with that further and try more stuff down the line, and the support will change. As the SDK gets out there, maybe some people will have to update their software to support the consumer Rift. But in our experience, it's what we got. Is the stuff that's in the, if it ain't in the store, our experience has been it has not worked. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some man grease on this.
People are linking to support documents and stuff. We have toggled on the toggle. Thanks. Do RTS games work in VR? Do any exist? Air Mech will kind of be sort of like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is
people keep saying that we need to turn on the ability to show things from outside sources. We did that about a week ago. I've put some time into this stuff. I'm not saying that I am infallible, but I have done some experimentation and had limited, and by limited I mean no success with things outside the store just yet. So the word from Oculus is, as I said, the SDK is getting out there, and some people may have to do updates. I'm really sure what will work and what won't, but in our experience, nothing has worked. How's the fireplace treating you, Drew?
it's good. It's pixelated. It's a pixelated fireplace. It's not like it's not like a video of fire. It's
Right. No, it's like voxely or something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sure. Here we go. I haven't used one of these since E3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you play that Bears game? That Kuma thing?
I've not played Flight of Kuma.
Recent.
That seemed all right.
Yeah.
Store. Library.
When will Dave Lang put Racketeer on VR?
It would actually be good for that with the touch controllers.
I feel
and
like
stuff.
a lot of people are making Racketeer-esque games or Boomblocks-esque games or Angry Birds-esque games. I feel like Headmaster, the soccer game, is similar to that.
That makes sense.
There's other stuff. The slingshot thing that's part of the lab, where you kind of pull back, launch, and slingshot.
Yeah, where it's like a big water balloon launcher type thing.
Similar type stuff like that. Yeah.
What's Drew playing here?
Radial G.
All right. Is that like Extreme G?
I hope so.
Okay.
All I want is for when I pick up missiles, for the lady to say, missiles.
I don't know that there are weapons. Are you running it?
Yes, I am please waiting at the
Okay.
loading screen. Is the same loading screen for everything?
Are you in the white room with the grid
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like system-wide.
I've got a
Okay, we've got
An hourglass?
full screen popping up here. There we go.
Hey.
Amica Games.
It's a Kinetica.
Look at these guys.
Yeah.
About to run the raid.
Radial G is $25.
Okay. Should I do tutorials, Jeff, or should I just go into it?
You might want to.
Whoop, nope.
Is that the kind of like, are you using the stick or are you looking?
Oh, right. It's
here we
not.
go.
It's just videos. So there you
Steering,
go. Manual
okay.
boost, steering. There are green strips that boost you. There are red strips that you don't want to hit.
Hey, Jason, could I get less audio in my headphones? Gameplay audio, that is. Or just, or more vocals.
Test.
There, that's good. All right, let's just hop into. Oh, okay.
Are you using the controller or your head to make menu selections here?
That would be the controller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty standard menu.
Yeah.
In this game.
Handling speed. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Can I not? Oh, complete. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty balanced. That's for noobs. All right, I'm going with the Viper.
I also chose the Viper.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Mobius
Whoa,
Alpha.
okay.
Yep, there we go.
3.
3, we're on 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
What's going on? Okay. What am I? Okay. Championship.
That zone. Eliminator.
lap.
That sounds like that would have weapons.
Race, no gates. Death race.
Eliminator is just like don't be in last place when
Oh,
the
it's
timer
the
expires.
burnout thing?
Yeah.
I like that mode.
Well, heck, let's just. Okay, hang on. I need to recalibrate here. So that's the gem.
Yeah. And then on the right side, there's a recalibrate,
Go!
Reorient.
Go!
reorient, and then hit
Wait,
yes.
it doesn't pause me?
Race!
Okay, now you have reoriented.
Okay. All right, here we go.
You are in last place.
Oh, fabulous.
By a lot.
Okay. Oh, this immediately.
It's like F-Zero, GameCube.
How's it look? Frame rate wise and stuff.
Frame rate's all right.
Okay.
Oh,
This was the game that like
don't go
was,
toward red stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Was the moment that there were more than like 3 or 4 enemy or opposing racers on screen, like they all started stuttering around.
Huh.
And it was yes, my experience with this game last week, where I played it for probably about 45 minutes or something like that, was
Sorry, Jason. Could I get even less game audio?
pretty bad.
In terms of just
I had a bad time.
Or just more dudes?
physically?
No, just like I don't
That's
think
good.
I don't think it's a particularly great game.
Okay.
Oh,
and
too much audio. Too much
The
gameplay.
performance was
There we go.
rough.
Okay. My stomach is actually feeling super weird right now, so I'm trying to figure out if it is the Oculus or the fact that there's a bunch of Easter candy on sale and I just ate candy all day yesterday. Like, it really could be either one of those things.
So I'm not really looking down at my my HUD here.
Yeah.
I'm really just kind of concerned with what's ahead of me. When I translate around this this cable or whatever I'm driving on here, makes me a little queasy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Ooh.
This game made me feel a little weird, and I wasn't sure if it was the performance or just the nature of it.
Drew,
How do you feel about the way that ship moved?
The one I'm driving?
No, the opposing vehicles. Like, do they feel like they're moving? They look like they're moving smoothly to you?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
Drew, try looking just like 90 degrees to your left or right.
Okay.
Does that feel weird at all? Or
No,
is
that's
all
actually
right?
better.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, what am I looking at here? All right, nice position.
It's like lap stuff and position, yeah.
Am I out of boost? What's happening? Okay. 10th place. All right, that's in the points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steal this for me for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Now I'm pausing. Now I am recalibrating.
All right. Yeah, I want to see how you feel about the start of this race in terms of how the opposing. Is that all you need?
I think it's a different thing.
About how the different cars move.
There is sort of a connect thing going on where sometimes it's controller to select buttons, and sometimes it's using your head with a cursor. Like in the Oculus front end, it's head with the cursor
right,
and
yes.
then A to select.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Different
in
games definitely
Like,
different interface.
They need to standardize that stuff.
I like using the head tracking to select stuff. Like that feels very precise, like a mouse or something. Just looking at what you want and then hitting A.
Yeah, that works a lot better than I thought it would.
Okay, Jeff, I see what you mean. There's a
Yeah.
little stuttery. It's kind of like they're sprites or something.
Yeah, it's like or like
Whoa.
I've been saying like it's like Jason and the Argonauts or something like
Yeah.
that. Like they have this real stop motion look to them, which
Okay.
reads a little more Jason and the Argonauts-y when it's characters
okay.
and not spaceships. But
Guys, I don't know if I'm just a wuss or something, but some of this stuff is real upsetting.
Keep going.
this game was the one that made me most upset for what that's worth.
Okay.
In terms of just like I
don't know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff. Okay.
That X means get to a different part of the course, like pivot over to the side or something, and you'll find an area that doesn't kill you. Yeah, see it there. Stay on the green side.
Oh. Man, okay.
Yeah, like I feel like you don't always have a good sense of what's ahead of you on the track because of the nature of the way it bends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can, in cases like this, you can look ahead, but when it's kind of going straight or heading down, you really don't get. And it's not like disorienting or like, hey, that's part of the fun. It's more just like I don't know how the track goes, and like I'm banging around into stuff because there are maybe a few too many obstacles. On
I haven't really been moving my head around a lot, but I suppose I should be to like see what's coming up next.
Give it a shot, like see if that helps. I mean, yeah, but in my experience, that wasn't like you could look up here, right?
Yeah.
But
If you stand up, does that do anything here?
Let's find out. Oh, now I'm just.
Drew's headless.
Ah!
Oh, whoa. Okay. Maybe not the best game, the best time to try that in the middle of a race. Oh man. Oh man, I just.
Barf.
Nope, nope. Oh, come on.
I don't know. This just doesn't seem like a great game, like VR or otherwise.
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's hard. Is blue good? I don't know if blue's good. Are you good? I don't think you're good.
I think that's a gravity
Maybe we're
thing.
good.
I think that shifts the gravity.
Yeah,
Okay.
blue would probably toss you to the safely to the other end of the thing. All right. After this, we'll play a little Project Cars.
Oh.
I want to see how Drew does.
Stun Runner would be a good VR game. Like that, but the inverse.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right. Yeah. So this has online multiplayer as well.
Do you want to try that, or just want
No,
to?
I mean, if you want to play more of it, then I'd say go for it.
No,
but
I'm good.
You're good?
Like, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, so just hit the home button and you can quit from there. The home button,
To home.
yes, quit to home and then, okay.
Library. What are we doing?
Why don't you Project Cars?
Little P cars?
Yeah. Is Thumper available for the Oculus or just Vive? Thumper's not available at all right now. It's coming to PlayStation VR, I know that much. And I would assume it would come to all three, but I don't actually have the answer to that question.
Which game has made you the most disoriented / nauseous? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the stuttery, like just
Yeah,
the
This is not in VR. This is just a screen.
yeah.
Okay.
But for you, it's a screen that's in the distance, like mapped out, right?
Yeah.
For us, we're just seeing straight up windowed project cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Okay,
looks
so I can
like
look
an
over and like
Xbox.
look at the corners and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's about 4 feet away from me.
Yeah, like we're seeing no movement, no head movement at all.
Okay.
So let's just get into a quick race.
A little
I mean,
Drew, how do you pronounce that?
Banoshbre.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right. What else we got here?
Like the resolution on our view is a little low, so like
Yeah.
that text is not super easy to read.
And it looks like you can't maximize it. So it is 100% full screen for you, right, Drew? Like you don't see any like white around the edges or anything?
It's not full screen because I'm looking into blackness right now.
Right, but I mean, you're not seeing like the edge of a box or anything,
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
no. I'm just gonna, sure. Yeah, okay, yep. Let's just get in here and race. I haven't played a whole lot of Project Cars.
It's all licensed cars and real world
Yep.
courses, yeah?
Okay.
How does it look in there as far as resolution?
Better than what I've seen before.
Okay. I wonder if you can switch to behind the car view.
Oh, well, hi guys. Just hang on.
Can you honk the horn?
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to honk there. His hand
Yeah.
was instinctively like. That's my favorite type of driver. That the minute it looks like there might be that someone might hit their brakes or something like that.
Whoa,
Like instead of
what was
like
that?
trying to protect the car,
Yeah.
they immediately try to.
Your
use the
instinct is
horn.
to call them an asshole instead
Yeah,
of trying
but
to
no,
save
you're
yourself.
a fucking terrible
So
driver.
I've also got,
Oh, you also have that. Weird.
Look.
That seems like it would be disorienting.
Yeah, why don't I just-
Drew, do me a favor.
whoa, what's up?
Stand up and take a step to the right.
Yeah. Sunroof.
I mean, let's just do this.
Now crouch.
Woo!
Back into the car. Now turn left.
Ah!
4.
Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
This is a bronies,
Our
bro!
hellish future.
Oh my God.
Now turn around. You can see if you look behind you, you can see that like they're not really. Oh, okay. That's got more car rendered than I saw last time. But yes, yeah, you can definitely do that. Stand up and explore the space a little bit.
Woof.
Oh, all right.
Whew. All right.
Oh my God. I don't like this. Sitting on the hood of a headless driver's car. Looks so dumb.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, good lap time.
What?
All right, maybe try to drive for real. I want to hear your actual assessments.
I kind of like this though.
That's how you drive.
Hey man, you're fucking preaching to the choir over here. I'll tell you all day long about how cockpit view is bullshit in driving.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't say that.
So that's what I'm hearing.
Warning for the race director for cutting the track. Try and respect the track limits. Keep it between.
If you hit the back button or anything, does that recenter or does that change your view? Oh,
Hey, look at that.
it's really close together. Are you supposed to do that when you're a like race car driver? Is
Yeah.
both feet?
Uh-huh.
When I first started driving, that's how I used to do it. My grandma told me that I was going to get in a wreck.
I changed.
Try hitting the back button on the controller.
There we
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can always kind of recenter.
All right, let's do this for real now.
Can you read that dashboard stuff?
Yeah.
Just the big numbers?
Big number M down there. I don't know what the orange says to the left and right of the two.
Okay.
I don't
But
think
those
that's...
gauges to the right, you can't really make those out.
No. Yeah, none of the other text.
How close can your head get to that
Yeah.
dash?
If you get it close, is that?
Hey, look
readable?
at that. It's actually odometer, trip,
GRS,
journey.
Yeah.
iPads.
Cool.
Oil, water. All
No,
right.
trip train.
Even like the air
Wait.
conditioner stuff. That's cool.
I can use my mirrors. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can hear him coming.
resolution seem adequate to like see into the turns and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. Whoa. And hey, guys. Boy, those, whatever's up there, that fencing structure shimmers.
Yeah, it's kind of doing that here, too.
Whoa, man.
Do you feel like you would play a full racing game, like a full, full-featured career mode and stuff like that, like this, over doing it with the controller? Just based on these first impressions?
I guess actually the question is like, is this better than Track IR? I mean, it's obviously more capable. How do you feel about it? Is the resolution trade-off worth it?
Boy, that's a really good question. Because I think if I were really serious about it, like if I were playing iRacing and stuff, I probably wouldn't do this. I would probably do Track IR.
Yeah.
Just because of the increased resolution that I would have. Kind of forget that you can do this.
Right.
Check your blind spot.
Oh, cooked it.
Something
Wow.
really disorienting. I mean, like cockpit view and game pads with the hand kind of
Yeah.
is always real weird.
I wonder if they could, with the touch controllers, just do like 10 and 2 type stuff. Like if that would feel good. I mean, I guess they've tried that
Mario
with like
Kart Wii was that.
Yep.
It
Oh,
doesn't
weird.
feel good.
No.
Are you guys seeing this? What do you see now?
We see your head tracking is still moving the view around, but we see a big menu in front of it. I mean, you can pull the goggles up real quick if you want to look at the PC to your left.
Oh, that is not what I see.
Huh.
Weird. So the screen you see is just sort of on top of my steering wheel.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
And then I can still look around the car.
That's kind
It's
of what
really
we're seeing
bizarre. This looks like a bug or something. I don't know.
Huh.
All right, let me do one more. Return to Race Central, and maybe give myself not as much car.
Okay, yeah. Knock it down a little bit,
Yeah.
more drivable.
Yeah. Okay, let's do one I know. Do they have Laguna Seca?
You should try the Formula E video at some point too.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was in the videos thing, not Jaunt, right?
Yeah, John didn't work.
We'll try Jaunt again.
Okay.
See if we can get Drew into Paul McCartney's inner circle. There are also some assists you could turn on, obviously. That'd be off.
Can you get close to your rearview mirror there?
Green, go, go, go.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, frame rate's pretty good
It's
too.
one of those things where, like it's all pretty cool, but like it's in terms of like, is this going to be the best way to play this game?
Yeah.
Or the best way to do well?
big
at this
damage up
game, I
front.
would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you were serious about playing a racing game or a shooter or something, like
Yeah,
is
like
anyone
reality
gonna?
is-
Whoa,
actually,
whoa!
you
What was
know.
that?
Yeah, like is there ever going to be a shooter where the serious players are playing on VR instead of with a controller?
Right.
You know?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I have to. Well, I mean, like people said that about gamepads. Some people still do.
Yeah.
That's not a real way to play shooters. I think gamepads have happened. But you still have that divide, right?
Yeah,
Where, you can play with a mouse and keyboard, and it's a competitive game. You probably should. I suspect the same thing would eventually happen for VR, where
I think everything's going to improve. Like, I don't think anybody should look at these early games and just totally write off VR, because I think the issues are software related for the most part.
the bulk of my problems with everything we're looking at today is like these games are not great.
Right, exactly.
But I don't have any problem with the headset.
No.
I mean the resolution could always be higher.
Yeah.
and-
But I mean, that's something that will improve in time, obviously,
Yeah.
like as they put out new ones
But
and
like
stuff.
I feel like as proof of concepts and all that other stuff, like this is here. This is
Yeah.
happening. This
Yeah.
is cool.
Not to the point where I want to spend $600.
Yes,
Oh, come
$600 cool. Like that's a highly subjective thing based
Yeah.
on how much you care about the cutting edge stuff and how much you're willing to kind of, sit through some of these early days. The software maybe not being the most engaging thing in the world.
Yeah.
But I guess the thing is, like, I start to wonder, like, well, what does great VR software look like? And I guess if I had the answer to that question, I would be off making Facebook money somewhere.
Right.
But I don't know. Because I think about the traditional games that I like to play. I don't know that VR improves them.
I could see something like a BioShock or something. Like I could see that. Really kind of atmospheric. Like the setting is really important to it. Like if it felt like you were more in there, that could be big. But never. I don't think for like necessarily Call of Duty or whatever. If you're playing like multiplayer, who knows? Like you were saying, it may get better. Gamepads got better.
Right. Yeah. But it's one of those things where is the added information of having everything around you actually. Does that make a real difference in terms of tactical information? Like, will you ever have an advantage because you're wearing VR? Or will it always seem like, oh, this is a cool thing, but it's like, it's kind of distracting and maybe a little crazy? Or, but I guess that's just for competitive games. I mean, there are plenty of games where just straight up immersion is what you're looking for, and VR can do that.
Sure.
Drew, do you think this would be a lot better with a wheel?
So that's kind of a big question I have is, like using a wheel and using like HOTAS joysticks.
Yeah.
Is that possible with VR when you can't okay, which button is it?
Right. We have to do it all by feel.
Right.
For sure. That's a real situation.
I don't know. It's with the resolution of the screen, it's not a particularly comfortable way to play a racing game. Mm-hmm. Just because of how blocky things look in the distance. Because in a racing game, you're always looking in the distance, so you always see like low-res stuff. Whereas something like Lucky's Tale, when it's taking that into consideration and is, more of a lower fi experience, it's not as bad. But I don't know. I'm curious to do a lot more like prolonged play sessions with things like racing games, but it's not like an immediate, oh yes, I have to do this.
Right. Well, okay, so
what do you want to look at?
how about you try Subnautica?
Subnautica? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to look at videos first, or?
Whatever you want to do. Do Subnautica and then do some videos, and then if there's nothing else that you want to jump into, Elite. We should probably have you play Elite.
Oh yeah.
Also.
Okay.
Is that a separate like Oculus Store version of Elite? Okay.
And I'm not sure. We may have to cut away while that launches, or because Frontier has its own logins and passwords and stuff like that. So we may have to type a bunch of stuff in. So there are some games on this store that are labeled early access.
Oh, okay.
So there are some things on here that are not final products, are not considered final products.
Is that the
this is
verbiage
one of
they
them.
use?
Yes,
Early
they
access?
use the term early access.
World not ready.
Have you guys been trying to keep your mouth closed, or is it not a thing anymore with how light the consumer headset is? I don't know that
Mouth closed?
mouth open stuff had anything to do with weight of the headset. I don't know. I've just
never even thought of that
Never
stuff.
really been an open mouth. I don't know.
Huh, I'd never thought of that.
Not an open mouth gamer. Maybe when you're only seeing our mouths, it's more apparent when they're open or closed.
I've noticed when you have to do the thing to peek out the bottom to look at a screen or something, everyone goes, "Ugh." Every single person. Can you see that well?
cool.
Like those look really tiny on this screen. Like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Can
All the
you
UI
read all
stuff.
that?
Oh,
Sure.
You're straight up.
Laser cutter, cut things open, battery, diamond, titanium, that's fine. Yeah, this is all fine. Probably need one of those.
Put a stick and a rock together.
I can't look up or down. That's weird. With the stick.
Okay. I've noticed a few games do that. Like you can look left and right, but not up and
left
down.
and right, but not up and down. Yeah,
My ship's in a bad way, guys.
it's fine. It's probably fine. It'll be okay.
Hey, who are you?
Whoa.
The space manatee.
This looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does look. Whoa.
Get the T-Ang out of the back end. That's where the glowy bits. You want to...
Little frame ratey, but... Oh, yeah, looking down is... Oh, and that frame rate.
Yeah, we can see some of the frame rate stuff here, too.
I get the thing, if someone's underwater in a game, I catch myself holding my breath. I can imagine in VR, like, do you get that at all, Drew?
No.
Huh.
No, you're crazy. Turns out.
You don't have to hold your breath.
Have you been scuba diving, Dan?
No, I will not.
Really?
I've jumped out of 7 airplanes, but I will not scuba dive.
So I wonder if
Maybe at
that's
some
it.
point I'd try, but it seems terrifying.
Maybe that's it, because I've done that a little bit, and there's definitely a learning curve for that where you stop thinking about breathing.
I'm not good at that.
Or you have to consciously think about it for a while, but then eventually you don't.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
So I'm really curious. So, I have a Rift. I backed the Kickstarter because I wanted to have a VR headset because that seemed like a cool idea. And so I guess my Rift will be showing up today. And I'm really curious to see how it runs on that PC where I've got a 980,
Right.
but my CPU is like an i5 2500K or whatever it is.
It's at
Okay.
minimum quality.
Oh, wow.
Turn it up. See what happens.
Oh, God. What? No?
Oh, can you not? Maybe that's a D-pad, like a D-pad thing, like move through the menu type thing, or no?
What?
Oh, no.
Well,
Drew.
Yeah! How is it?
Your hairdryer is not doing well.
oh, this hurts, guys.
Drew, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Oh, my.
What?
You've unlocked the real Subnautica.
Keep going, Drew.
How is this? Is this feel like tough to endure?
Yeah. It's not the flickering. It's really the frame rate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Okay, this is. You should turn it back down to minimum, I guess.
No, keep going.
This is
Further, Drew. See, are you headless?
I don't know. I'm stuck.
Stand
what am
up.
I stuck on? Oh no, it just
moves
sticks. It
the
sticks
body.
with me.
Okay, that's good. Good.
Yeah, first one that's foiled us so far.
Turn it back to. Turn.
No.
Is the color and everything jacked here for you too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's like some text in here. I don't know what.
Yeah, everything looks terrible.
Fucking, you can smell the synapses burning. This fucking black ice.
I'm just gonna. How about we just. Ooh.
All right. Well, we can never play that again because it's stuck in highest mode. So, congratulations, Subnautica.
Oh, guys. All right. What's next? Elite?
Go to Jaunt.
Or
oh yeah,
Jaunt.
Let's play Elite and do the videos last, and then we'll switch you out.
Okay.
A 980 is basically the same as a 970 as far as performance concerned. A 2500K will be fine as long as it's running at 4.5 gigahertz. It's not. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Jason, can you take us off here? I'm gonna log in to my Frontier account.
Have the studio lights affected the tracking at all? No. It's not a camera. It's I don't know if it's infrared or I don't know what it actually.
You should work in the dark, right?
Yeah, because the studio lights are on a timer.
Yeah.
So I've been in here in pitch black.
Yeah.
And then gone like this and gone, okay.
I think I've had it once or twice where I've like walked in here and the lights were off and I just see you glowing over here just in this VR headset. All right, that's a sight I'll probably see more often.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It seems like it'd be really easy to fuck with people that are playing VR games with headsets on.
Yeah, that's when the folks from Highwire Games were in here. They said that one of their main rules was do not fuck with anyone who is wearing a headset fireable offense. Fucking do not do it.
Which means super do it because it'd be hilarious, right?
No, for them it was. They took it.
For them. But for just a jackass like me, it'd be fun.
I think we need to not do it. I think it's
Jason,
too,
don't take this just yet.
There's
We wanna
too
make
much
sure.
trust.
What if we have like Drake or something here?
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if it's not us, then whatever.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, not us. Like not.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Okay, we're getting a double thing here.
What is happening?
So it just says, please remove your headset until you've logged in. This is clunky. You have to go click a login button.
Oh, I gotta
and
log
type
in
your username and password.
Yeah.
And this is like, I don't know. This game, even on PC, like this launcher, I think is kind of bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, Drew. You've played more Elite than I have. Is this launcher a problem, or has it been fine for you?
It's been fine, but
Okay.
yeah, it's it's a thing. Oh God.
There's a verification
got a
code that's getting
verification
sent to your
code.
email address.
Got it. Hang on.
All right, we've got you in stasis. You're in the negative zone.
1 second. Authenticate with Elite Dangerous. Okay.
Would you buy a res suit if they became available to consumers? I mean, if it was like a reasonable price,
Yeah.
sure.
The thing was great.
Crazy vibrating suit.
Yeah,
I think it was
I love
cool
that
as
thing.
hell.
$120 I'd spend on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would presume that at that price it would get supported in more games, but
You'd hope, yeah.
yeah. All right, what do we got? Stuck. Help. Trapped in the 3DS. Power cable wrapped around my
That
foot.
looks fun.
Real reality is way more harsh.
The wires don't seem to be that bad. Like, even though, like, I was worried about being tethered to that thing
Yeah.
or whatever, you kind of forget about it.
Yeah, especially for all this sitting down stuff. Like the wire stuff is really only an issue if you're doing room scale stuff like on the Vive.
Yeah,
Like there were
yeah.
cases where, you'd be walking around a room and suddenly you've noticed very carefully, like, oh, there's a cable right here. I need to very gingerly step over it.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. Don't eat Drew's head. Okay. Can you see the preparing shaders?
No, I just see the Frontier logo.
Oh, okay. It's preparing shaders.
Okay.
Overclock 2500K to 4.1 on stock fan. It'll be fine. Yeah, I need to mess with that a little bit. My BIOS says it will do all that stuff, but I've not had great luck at figuring out exactly how to do all that.
Are you seeing the main menu?
Nope.
What are you seeing?
The Frontier logo.
That doesn't sound great.
Do you need to?
What?
Wow. Do you have to use a keyboard to do this stuff, or can you use the gamepad to do this? This is all menu stuff.
I'm using the gamepad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like none of it's in your headset.
I can't. No, it's nothing in the headset.
Okay, so we're just seeing like, we're not seeing it here on the stream. I don't know what's going on over there, but all hell's breaking loose. But now are you seeing that spinning ship?
Nope. Still the Frontier logo.
I think it's going to show the two things, because briefly
Yeah.
it showed
Oh, no.
that. I don't think he's seeing that. Are you in space, Drew?
No.
Federal fighters are incoming, Drew.
Well, show what we're seeing here. We're just seeing Elite Dangerous running, as it turns out.
Nope. Nope. All right. So if I quit this, I wonder if maybe resume. Nope. Still the Frontier logo. I'm going to quit Elite Dangerous. Does it close your app?
It is closed.
Closing, and it closed the launcher, and
I have a spinning wheel. App failed to close. The app you're running wasn't able to fully shut down. You can continue in VR, but you may want to close the app from your computer.
yeah, it's got a hardware reporter. It's got the Frontier like, hey, upload your configuration. We want to know what computer you're running this stuff on.
Okay.
Maybe now that you're past that, it'll be different.
Okay, want to try it again?
Yeah, let's give it another shot.
Diligence.
Some people saying that maybe you need to enable VR in the settings for the game.
I launched it from the VR store.
Yeah.
It very briefly showed the two.
Yeah, on the DK2, apparently there was a display setting for which display to use for VR. So you might have to try to do something like that.
I can do that again. Let me know if anything pops up on my computer screen.
We're not seeing anything over here.
I'm at a please wait prompt.
All right, we're seeing the Frontier logo. You're gonna need to move the mouse at some point too.
Wow, my Frontier logo just froze.
Was it animating before?
Yeah. It would like fade in. Yeah, okay.
Pairing them shaders.
So I'll wait for this to load. I'll check the Rift. Then I'll go into options and see if I can enable it there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. Everything else has been pretty smooth so far. This is our first time launching Elite. Everything else has been very just like in and out from the VR storefront, from the fireplace, all that other stuff.
Oh. Seems really clunky with all the signing in and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, all that signing in stuff is on the Steam version as well.
Right,
If you're
right.
not playing in VR, it still has its external launcher because they do a bunch of in-game purchases that are external to Steam.
And it's showing so much stuff like on the PC screen that he's not seeing. It seems
Yeah,
like there's a
that's
disconnect
super
there.
weird. That's
yeah.
super weird. Like I don't know how you do a VR version of that launcher, or do you, or you know, that's weird. Got to
Preparing
prepare
shaders,
shaders.
Oh, there's the. Okay.
All right, so you're still seeing just
Nothing,
the Frontier logo in there?
Yeah,
All
nothing
right.
on the Rift. Graphics. Adapter. Full screen.
Monitor.
Monitor. I have one option and it says primary.
What resolution are you supposed to set of that? Or I guess this is for the standard game.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know, guys.
Weird.
3D.
Yeah, 3D. There you go. HMD. Speakers?
Because then the
There you
output.
go.
Oh. Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. There's something.
Huh.
Where are you, controller?
Cool looking tire.
Okay. All right.
Is this what the normal game looks like if you launch it from Steam?
I have not launched Elite Dangerous Horizons, but potentially, yes.
Oh, Horizons, yeah.
Let's just go into.
I think it's more like the menu we were seeing before that still had all that training and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily against that vehicle,
All right.
but I
Right.
So
remember.
I'm miscalibrated here. Do you think going to the front end would break
Yes.
stuff?
No, you should give it a shot.
Reorient.
This frame rate looks.
Destroy the Federal Fighters. All right, here we go.
Did you reorient?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we're seeing like a zoomed in
Yeah.
view of what you're looking at, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
see
read
it.
stuff well?
I can. I wish I was like further back.
Okay, maybe you're seeing exactly what we're seeing then, because it looks like you're too far forward.
Yeah, like sit back and then reorient. Do you have a head? 5.
Oh
Five.
no.
5.
5. Do you have any aiming, like as you look around, is that impacting your aim, or is there any kind of, or is it just you looking around a cockpit?
It's just me moving around the cockpit.
So it's not the Eve thing where you look to like lock on?
No, because they can't guarantee that you have any head tracking.
Right.
So people are saying that you can adjust FOV,
Let's see. Adjusting FOV.
There it is.
Yeah, adjusting that in.
Bring it up.
Like that seems.
Jack it all the way up. See what happens.
3D separation, experimental. Put that all the way up.
Separation between left and right cameras for
Does not
3D
apply to
modes does not
HMDs.
apply to
That's for 3D glasses and stuff.
That looks a little more back, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Does that look better, Drew?
No. I think that is worse.
Shields offline.
Not good.
Taking damage.
Not good, not good. Okay, where we go? Okay. All right, hang on.
I mean, the Oculus Store and all that other stuff seems like it's very much geared towards trying to provide a very easy in and out experience.
Yeah.
So this one with its launcher and launching and having to dig into the menus and enable all this stuff seems fucking nuts by comparison.
Everything
else,
else
it's a very PC thing. Like obviously it would, you'd have all these options because it's a damn PC game.
Right.
But in this specific context of all these other kind of VR games, like this seems like a mess.
Everything else seems so seamless and just like built for VR and stuff. Where this game, was not built for VR.
Yeah. They've had VR support in it for a while.
Yeah. But like the other ones are very much like these are Oculus games,
Yeah.
This feels like a game with Oculus support.
Eat this.
Looks nice though. How's the frame rate in your head?
Fine. I'm really hurting here. The cool thing about having Track IR or an HMD is this stuff.
Yeah.
You just look over, because this is like
That's
this is
cool.
where a lot of elite happens in here.
How do you do that when you're not in VR?
There are buttons to do it.
Okay. Just turn your head?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's like, what, you use the right stick to do it, like, right? Or
Yeah.
you move the mouse around?
Shields online.
Okay. Reassign power over there. See that? That's cool. Okay, where are you? Hi, friends. Well, okay.
Target shields offline.
So I keep checking, like looking down at that. Oh,
Like your radar thing?
yeah, my radar thing, because that blue area to the right there,
Oh, yeah.
that's my throttle. And if I'm up there, I'm going too fast to turn optimally. And if I slow down into the blue area, that means I'm turning as fast as I can.
Okay.
So.
And how
Yeah.
easy is it to look around the cockpit and see that stuff while you're still doing other things? Is it?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Taking damage.
And also, I think Elite is one of those games, because it is so much about exploration and space trading and stuff. It's not all combat. This
Right.
is actually, if you run into something like this, you're either looking for it or you're in real trouble.
Target shields offline.
I think more so than a racing game, I would play this in VR.
Because it seems like even the menus and like trading stuff happens in ship, so
It
like,
does.
you can kind of just do it here, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
That's promising.
sensor not detected. That's what it said there for a sec.
Oh, really?
What do you see now?
It
We still
looks
see
to be
it turning
working.
around. We still does.
Oh, I
Success.
see. I see the store.
What store?
Okay, sorry, the dashboard. Okay, here we go. Back to training. Okay. Introduction to VR. During the simulation, you would patting. Weird. Do you want to look at this, or should we move
It
on?
looks
Yeah,
like-
let's see what that is.
Okay.
I wonder if this is just like a guided, like, hey, we're going to show you some fun stuff.
Or like introduces like turn left to access this panel.
Oh, the training would have all that stuff, like the default training. This almost seems like.
Oh, like with the VR specific stuff?
No, because this is all, I mean, track IR and all the other stuff. Like, you still look around the cockpit even
okay.
without.
Gotcha.
People are saying that F12 should move you to the proper spot in the cockpit, like head position wise.
I mean, it looks like my
But
head's in the right position.
you can't hit F12 without leaning over to where
Oh,
the
yeah.
keyboard is. So I'm going to get up and walk over there and hit F12 and see what happens.
Okay. I mean, I can do it.
No, because you'll have to move, and then your head won't be in the position it needs to be in.
Oh, right.
Oh, because it needs to actually be right there. Okay. So Drew, are you fully controlling this, or is this
Yeah.
like a guided VR tour?
I'm fully controlling this.
Look forward.
Looking
Okay.
forward.
That barely moved you.
It actually moved me closer. So.
Wonder if that's what if it wants you to be closer, so you can read that stuff, maybe.
Maybe I'm just unused to it. You know,
Yeah.
like actually when I sit here, out of the corners of my eyes, I can see the radar, my throttle, my shields,
Can you see like how much shaft you have?
compass. I have to look over here to see my power. Okay.
How was that? Having that star appear real big.
Pretty good. It all just feels very natural. It doesn't actually seem that much different. Whoa. Oh, great. Okay. Oh. Okay. This is actually a lot easier. So when you're in when you're going light speed, you can get pulled out of it by bad dudes.
Yeah.
And to escape that, you need to hit that escape vector, and that's really hard when you don't have a track IR or a VR headset, because it's dancing all over the place and you need to follow it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a factor of like not having total peripheral vision, but I feel sort of, it's almost like I feel a little more trapped than, or I feel it feels less expansive than when I'm sitting at home looking at my monitor with track IR, which is sort of weird to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should we move on?
Yeah. Yeah, let's move on. That one seems kind of clunky.
Yeah. It's got a ways to go, it looks like. It seems like the type of game that would be really good for it, like once it gets working well. Drew, does that game have a lot of like Twitch fast-paced combat, or is that something that's kind of more methodical and slower paced, even like the dogfighting?
That was as fast as it gets.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so yeah, that
it's
could be
it's a
good.
space trucking game, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's space trucking. Jaunt?
Jaunt.
See if it works
See if
this
it
time.
works.
Did you guys see the? Oh, here we go.
Hi, Michelle Obama.
I'd say find something that's not music.
How about a sports experience?
I love sports. Yes, the Winter Classic, outdoor hockey at its finest.
Say Jaunt Stadium down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Cool.
There's a guy.
Weird.
Dangerous
We go to
up there.
see the Winter Classic.
Sure.
All right.
3-minute video.
Down arrow.
Oh, that put you out of it, I think.
Oh. Play.
So yeah, I was watching one of these and it froze.
That was during the McCartney
Yeah,
thing?
during the
Yeah.
McCartney thing, and
Look at this, center ice.
Was you said the video quality on that was the one where it's like you're inside a VHS tape, right?
Yeah, just kind of like muddy colors and just like a little grungy.
I definitely felt that with that like Undertaker thing.
Yeah.
It did not look great.
Yeah, the resolution is just not awesome. You look around?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 2016
Drew, do you have motion?
I
Sorry?
don't know if you can hear
Do you
us.
have motion here? Okay, you do.
Now.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, that looks pretty
I
sharp.
just weren't seeing you move. And I wasn't sure if this view was somehow static or something.
Okay, so that's how they do transitions.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, when you look down, you kind of see the little circle that's like, here's where we put our camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Played in the Boston Arena, in the Boston Garden,
Behind you.
the Forum, and the Bell.
Who's that guy? Hi, who are you?
The Undertaker.
Is that a bomb sniffing dog? What was that?
910 times today.
Drew, they're looking for you.
Teams in the sport.
Look at that wall. Look at that guy. Oh,
Oh. How'd that look?
pretty good.
Sudden stutters.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hey, everybody.
Isn't this awesome?
Hi.
You're trapped.
I'm in the snow globe.
Is this what Quantum Break is like?
This is actually not too far off from what Quantum Break is like.
Oh, that's weird.
They're all just standing around this camera, like
snowballs?
getting ready to throw snow at it.
Oh.
Hi. Yeah, this.
I don't know if it will ever pick up and play or if it's just.
This quality looks way better than the stuff I was doing.
Yeah, this isn't bad. It's not. It's not super sharp. It doesn't look like HD footage.
Do the people's faces look 3D or do they look flat like cutouts? Like is a nose poking out at you more than the rest of a face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's very subtle, but yeah, they don't seem like cutouts.
Huh.
Because looking at this, in 2D, like it looks super weird.
Oh no. That doesn't
What
feel
happened?
good. If I do this,
Oh, did you reach the edge of the sensor range and have it stop on you?
no, it just like when I do this, I should expect to look
Oh,
past
right.
that guy and see what's behind him.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't.
Oh.
And it hurts.
So you can just turn.
Try standing up.
Do a cartwheel.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's-
the camera is in a locked position.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
It's 'cause it's a
turn and up
video.
and down.
So all you have is that type of motion. Anything else doesn't map. And this, like 3D video seems like a fucking fool's errand to me because of that stuff.
I don't know. I really want this to load and get back to center ice and see if I can watch the game from there, because that is potentially pretty cool. And maybe try that Formula
Yeah,
E
like
thing.
I have to think about like wrestling stuff or whatever. If they could put one, and that's totally. Oh!
Yay! Yay!
I would love to watch like a Raw from like the turnbuckle or something.
The Boston Bruins
What?
have finally asked the Montreal Canadiens to step outside.
This is really weird to have them all like performing for you.
Yeah.
This is a Boston crowd, 80,000.
This is cool because you see how tall these dudes are. Like that's kind of awesome.
But you don't know how tall you are.
Yeah.
That's true. You
Now
kind of
you're
have to
taller than
compare
them.
him to other people. That guy looks huge though.
Is this stuttery? Our view is very stuttery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see this stuff getting kind of popular. If it's live, I bet some people would be into that.
Some people would be into that, but I like popular and like.
Yeah,
thing
because you
is,
know
like-
what? When people come over to watch a game or something, if you got people over to watch a football game or something, they're gonna have like 8
Yeah.
VR headsets or whatever and a bunch of
Or like,
pretzels.
oh well, I was looking at the crowd and in awe of how cool it was, and I missed that play.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just not like they choose the camera angles for a reason, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder what it would be like though, like because I'm over here on the side, and if the puck moves over there, can the camera follow it? Like
I would
that be
imagine-
super jarring? Or what if I'm up on the sky cam? That'd be sweet.
I think the ideal thing is if you could just switch between, like if you had a remote and you could switch between angles. Like, oh, okay, I want to be at 50-yard line looking down. Should you just spit at the camera?
Hey, what are you doing down there,
We're
buddy?
wasted.
What?
We went to the outdoor hockey game. What the fuck were we thinking? These tickets were weirdly expensive.
Okay.
All right.
Well.
Well, that's 3D videos. Why don't we?
Film experience.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look around a little bit more, I'd say go for it. But
Where was the Formula E thing, Dan?
That was in the,
that was in the other
video
app. Yeah, so
app.
quit out of this one and go to
Collisions?
Oculus Videos.
That'd be like the home button, yeah.
Oculus 360 Videos, I think it's called.
I think it's like a purple icon.
There we go. Oh, those were Facebook 360 videos.
Oh.
Yeah, these are all from like there are GameSpot videos in here, but they're not VR. It's just like
Oh, weird.
like watch some of our partners on a wall. Like no, why? Why would anyone do that?
Tilt or swipe your phone or click and drag your mouse to choose your own viewpoint.
Oh, so okay.
This looks like a VHS tape.
Yeah.
That's like the Undertaker thing that I saw.
And we're seeing two warped views for this.
Yeah, looks
really?
great.
Yeah.
Look behind
Looks stuttery.
Oh, John Eric.
How's that look for you? Just like motion wise?
The frame rate's not super smooth, but it's okay. I think as long as my head tracking isn't stuttering, that's what makes it uncomfortable. I can't tell if this is 3D. I think it is. Maybe not. I don't know. It's so low res. I don't know. This is kind of cool. It's like of the 360 video things I've seen, with a VR headset is the way to view that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Try stand it up.
Oh. I didn't like that.
They call it EPRI?
Yeah. Okay. Well. What now?
All right, how about we have you run through one more thing, the Oculus Dreamdeck, and then I'm gonna run out to the restroom very quick, and then I'll get back in and do some other stuff.
Okay.
How about that?
Oculus Dreamdeck.
I'll swap out once you're back because I want to get a coffee.
It transports me to impossible places and magical worlds.
Yes.
Make the impossible possible, Drew.
Oh wow! In the store, they have little tags here. Comfortable, remote or controller.
Yeah, that's like ESRB
Internet not
ratings.
Required.
Yeah, that I don't know. Some of the video stuff definitely seems gimmicky, like that ad I did in the Formula E thing. But I don't know if it could be live, high quality video, swapping between angles and stuff. I would watch it.
That could be really cool.
Yeah. So this is the thing that they had at PAX a couple PAXs ago.
Designed as a standing experience.
Yeah. So this was kind of cool. I remember. You could just do play all. So it looked like you kind of went off balance when you were standing up one time. Like, did you kind of get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird sensation.
This is cool.
An indie horror game on Steam.
So I can't move.
No. I mean, you can kind of walk around, I think, but like, be careful.
Yeah. Ooh.
You should be able to get close to it and look at its teeth and eyes and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's cool. I think this next one is my favorite, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
This has got to come with it, right?
I would imagine. Oh, this is not the one I'm thinking of.
I'd play a game like this.
What kind of game would this be?
I don't know. Firewatch.
I'd play Firewatch in VR.
That one probably worked pretty well.
Yeah. No real like reflex heavy stuff that you have to do. Lots of rotating items.
I think I want to see more stuff further out.
Like more draw distance?
I think just further away from my face. I think that was my problem with Elite. 'Cause it's
Okay.
all kind of right up here.
Here's the one I like. Like look straight down and
wow.
step forward. Like that gives you a real sense of height there.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Boy, Vinny could not do this one.
Oh, does Vinny have a fear of heights?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one a lot. I want Oculus to give me things that scare me. Like if I had a
Right.
fear of heights. Like I want to use it for like public speaking stuff, you know? Like I think it could actually be really helpful for anxiety type stuff. This one's weird. So look in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
I know, I saw.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you saw that.
Oh, does it change?
Yeah, it does. I think it's on like a timer or something. Yeah, there you go. Your little chest. Look at you. Yeah, this seems like totally one of those things that like, oh, hey, Mom, you're visiting. Here's VR.
So this is something that they put you into this out of the installer, like out of the test process. They put you into part of the Dream. They put you into some of this Dreamdeck stuff, like this one.
Really? Like
to say like, hey, while you're doing other stuff, like check this out.
Huh.
And then it's like, here's a dinosaur walking around. So this is like kind of the demo.
I loved you in Enemy Mine.
So it's like playing Galaga while Tekken's loading.
Kinda.
Okay.
This stuff looks better than like Elite and Project Cars. There's just like there's some shimmery quality to all that stuff that doesn't look great.
Ethan Carter had that too.
I wonder if it's just like an optimization for this resolution.
Is this supposed to be a super close-up of a bug or like a amoeba or?
Fly.
Okay.
And some blood cells. I don't know what's going on. Gross.
Little mite.
I do want to touch these things.
Over here trying to very quietly open the wrapper and eat something, but I know it's like super. Just gonna get it done.
There we go. I like this one. Like you can really get down close and like watch. Like this is totally that model train thing I'm talking about. I think this is super cool.
I think the Vive called Giant Cop.
Giant what?
Giant Cop.
Cop. Okay. Yeah. What are you controlling anything or?
You're a giant cop.
Oh. Okay. So you're arresting people, normal sized people, and you're giant.
I'm not sure.
Okay. That's cool.
That is cool.
It makes me wonder, like, sim games and stuff like that, or RTS, if that could be cool on here. Jason, if you want to take me down, I'm just going to grab a coffee and do a quick bathroom thing.
That's a duck.
Now that's what I call a duck.
Yeah. Is that like their sick burn on ducks for tech demos that they throw it away? Now here's the real demo.
Oh, there it is. What are you doing?
You're just hanging out, watching these robot arms do stuff. How's this treating you?
It looks good.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. How's the positional audio?
Oh, I haven't really been paying attention.
I guess, yeah, we're kind of. So we might not actually be getting 3D audio. Well, I don't know. We're not using the default headphones. We're using external headphones that are configured and running through all this gear so that Drew can hear my voice in his head as well. So, but with I've been using the default headphones and playing it that way. It's been good. It's been useful, in fact. There are definitely situations where you're like, oh, what is something happening? Oh, there is totally something happening to my right.
Gross. And it's Slayer. He feels big. A lot of these, huh? Okay.
All right.
All right. Well.
Cool. Well, you want to head back to the home menu and we'll switch out?
Dino Ignacio.
Yeah, Dino's over there now.
All right.
Left EA. Left after. Well, they weren't going to make any more Dead Space games.
Well.
Okay, so that's that stuff. I'm just looking at the list of what's left here. And before I sit down and strap that stuff on, I'm going to check and see if there are any new games or anything got published to the store while we've been doing this, since it's still only 11 a.m. And yeah. Drew's view looks really cropped on the stream. Are we looking at the bottom half of it? It explained. So the view on screen, we said it earlier, but if you weren't around for that, like the view on screen is not one-to-one with what's in the headset. You know, some games are cropping it different ways and displaying different aspects of it. And we're seeing some of this stuff for the first time. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the views are definitely cropped.
We've seen everything from a 16:9 totally fine video to a like iPhone aspect ratio.
Yeah, it's been
cropped. Do I take some Jeff questions? Is Chronos done? We've not done Chronos yet.
Hopefully it's done patching.
Yeah, and the other thing to point out is that like even if games say they support Oculus right now, if they're not in the store, they're not working with our dev kit. Or not our dev kit, it's the retail kit. It's the real one.
But yeah, in our experience, we haven't been able to get stuff that's not in the store yet working.
Does my face hurt? No. My forehead's a little sweaty. Although I didn't really have it cinched on there too tight. I got kind of a tiny head. I didn't want to have the other guys have to readjust it. How do you feel, Drew? Honestly, like some of that stuff made me feel a little nauseous, especially the first one where you were racing around a tube and like standing up, moving around in the 3D video was really disorienting. Do you think you could puke while using this? I kind of equate it to, so one time I had a really strong cigar.
Ugh.
And I got really nauseous, but it was the kind of nauseous that you couldn't puke. It was the worst. Like there was no relief from it, and that's kind of what this feels like, but not that severe. So I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm on the verge of throwing up, but the nausea is there.
I think it's our responsibility to get the first VR puke.
Yeah?
Today, yeah. I'd be willing to take that bullet
Okay.
if I need to. So I'm going to sub out and eat here. Brad is on his way in. So,
okay, great.
Brad will be sitting down here in just a second.
Cool.
Yep.
How did the movement compare to track IR's accentuated? Head tracking probably means exaggerated. They are both really
smooth and I guess I don't know what the word is, like reliable. Like they seem pretty stable. In fact, the Oculus probably more so, because when the Track IR loses one of the sensors, it like freaks out for a second. See the American Truck Simulator Quick Look where they have the Track IR. This doesn't do that. It's been pretty solid so far. But again, with the Track IR, you're moving your head 5 degrees and it's exaggerating that out to 30 degrees, so you can turn your head 90 degrees and not be looking at your monitor.
And
this is all one-to-one.
some VR games are going to do that, like exaggerated head turn for like things where you have to look behind you, because this isn't necessarily comfortable to do. So I think some games are going to be beyond one-to-one.
I wonder if that would increase nausea, though.
I think it probably depends on the game. But I think Golem does that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I'm back in here. Can you guys hear me? Are you hearing me in your headphones, Drew?
I do not have headphones on, but I can hear you.
Right,
just
you don't. That's right.
with my ears.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try smashing the battle.
Okay.
Because there's just not been enough anime. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is a game that kind of, like Flight of Kuma, is kind of like laying stuff out almost like on a table or something in front of you, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. I liked that little demo that we did with the city diorama.
Take this headphone off so I can hear you a little better.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you can see, we're kind of in this space here.
So, as you can see, anime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Just doing our due diligence.
I've got a big sword wrench thing or whatever. You hit stuff, and we'll just we'll get into the story. We'll go to level 3 here. So this stuff seems weird, like the little just kind of like 2D sequences kind of rendered in front of you like that.
Yeah. Especially when there's other stuff going on.
Yeah, like this stuff isn't really relevant. I can look over the edge here and look down there. It's weird that that's even down there, but
I don't know why they don't just if they're doing this, why don't they just lock it to your view?
Because that might make you sick. If I can't do this stuff, it would be like when you were saying, what you were experiencing with the videos, where it's this really disruptive sort of thing. Because I can kind of, oh geez, well, I don't have enough cable to stand up, so I'm on the headphones. There we go. So I can kind of look. I mean, you wouldn't play the game like this, but I can really move around.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so far I have not really gotten a sense of being in a wide open space. Like I sort of feel like I'm in the spaces, but I think it's the lack of peripheral vision that doesn't make me feel like
you feel kind of goggled in.
Yeah.
Okay, so they put all of my moves and cooldown meters and stuff over here on the side, kind of just floating in front of me in space. Mm-hmm. So I can kind of see like, oh, now I can drop another mine. I can kind of do these dash attacks or these kind of out of an evade. And they've kind of made a character action kind of brawlery sort of thing. It's pretty straightforward in terms of just like, I don't know, the level of combos that seem doable they don't seem super engaging. It's kind of a lot of 3-hit combos and roll into this and do that and that sort of stuff. Doesn't seem like there's going to be some long move list in this game, is what I mean.
And how's the perspective, the camera? Are you...
I think that's the cool thing about this game.
Okay.
You know, and maybe that makes it kind of a proof of concept in a way, because I don't know that I think the game is great. Like, it's sharp and colorful and all that stuff. Like, I could see like you doing like a good Smash TV kind of game.
Sure.
With something like this, where I just feel like I'm this huge dude and this tiny video game is happening in front of me, you know?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh man, I gotta repair. All right. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. I actually died. Cool. Let's try a different level here that has more walking in it. Oh, I can just spin that around with the right stick. It turns out I didn't need to look around like that, you know?
Yeah. Do that if you want, though.
Like, this looks like a decent little, like, vinyl figurine or something in front of me.
Okay.
Except it's got boob physics.
Right.
Which, you know, take it or leave it, I guess. It is what it is.
That dinosaur looked like a clay model that moved.
All right, so here you can kind of see, like, you know, kind of walking into the arena. And yeah, I don't know, it just has this, like, very tangible look to it, you know? Like it's a moving model.
Yeah, I'm not really getting that from
Yeah.
the screen here.
This is the sort of thing that like would almost be better as AR. Like if I could see the real world around all this stuff, I think it would play into that like tiny
Right, and you were
mural like a sort of thing, you know?
right. You were just fighting on a table.
Yeah.
So is the UI further out in front of you?
No, it's actually pretty close in.
Okay.
Because all the action happens down here, so it's kind of it's not really in the way,
Okay.
you know. But it's kind of mid distance, you know,
Right.
in my view, which is an interesting choice. Like it's weird because you know they're up there kind of tutorializing parts of the game all up here while I'm down here playing, and you can kind of just look up and see it readily, you know, kind of as needed, which is a neat use of the space, I think. It's a neat way to handle meters and health and all that sort of stuff in a VR game.
Right.
I can kind of drop this magnet, suck them in, and then they'll be right there for big combos. All right. But yeah, I don't know. Like this just seems a little.
Is this kind of it?
It seems like it.
Okay.
You know, I think there's another costume, and you know, obviously I died on that level, so it does get harder.
Hello, Mr. Shoemaker.
1 star. Oh, it's because I did not get any massive kills. It's because I didn't get any massive kills, I guess, or enough successful evades.
Welcome to
hi.
the future.
I walked in here and it was so quiet and sterile. Like this VR hospital or something.
Yeah.
Are you saying you want it to get dirty, Brad?
VR clinic
Are
in
you
here.
saying you want it filthy,
Oh, man.
Brad?
Starting to heat up. What do you... What? The Oculus Rift launch lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
It's weird because the menu, if you see here, the menu always shows in front. This is really disorienting right here. And I don't know if that plays for you, but this UI, this menu, always shows in front of the character,
Like you
even
can't-
as I
yeah.
turn it around.
Like you can't spin that wrench through the menu items or
Exactly,
something. Yeah.
and that's really weird.
Huh.
It's a really weird choice. I don't know. I mean, I guess they want you to always be able to see the UI because it's important in game.
Yeah,
but it's sort of strange.
I don't know what game I was playing, but I ran into that too, and you're right, it is disorienting.
Yeah. Like this, it looks impossible. You're looking at something that shouldn't exist, and my eyes just start to cross when I look at this.
Yeah.
Ugh. 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 All right. Well, that's
Smashing the Battle?
I totally forgotten the name of this game like 9 times
It is $20.
over the course of the week. What's it called again?
Smashing the Battle.
Right.
Is this one of their like 30 official launch
Yeah.
lineup games?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Did you see it in action, Brad? Did you see?
No.
Okay.
It just kind of corner my eye.
I'll load back in real quick just to get a sense of it because it actually is kind of cool. Like Drew was saying, it might not play outside of the headset, but it's this kind of, it feels like this tiny battle happening in front of me.
Huh.
You know, and I can kind of look wherever and pivot however I want.
Oh, wow.
It's a cool way to present a game, even if I don't think this game seems particularly great.
Got that like reach out and touch it kind of quality?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. Let's try some tennis, huh?
Yeah.
Tennis is fun.
Tennis is fun, and VR Tennis Online seems like a pretty fun tennis game.
Wait a minute. VR tennis?
VR Tennis, the Interplay PlayStation 1 Classic.
Oh, okay.
VR Sports Tennis.
All right.
No.
So it's like virtual reality tennis.
Yes, it is
what you're saying.
virtual reality
Okay.
tennis.
All right, I'm in then.
Online. You can get online with this. This is from the developers of Fly to Kuma.
Fantastic. And it's a full screen game.
Is that,
Good.
from what I've seen on the stream, that's kind of rare?
It is, yes.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So this is a third-person tennis game. It's like a classic kind of console tennis game. It's got super moves. It doesn't seem like you can dive, which is perhaps my one, the thing I wish was in here that might not be. Maybe I haven't found it yet, but hey. Let's go with Haruto here, that color.
Japan.
We've got Electro Snake, and we've got
Snake.
Tornado.
Electro Snake.
We're taking both.
All right.
I've not unlocked any more moves. And who's our enemy? How about Satsuki? We'll give her electric. Well, we can give her no killer techniques. That'll make it easier to beat her. All right, fine. Give her Tornado and Electro Snake.
Level playing field, come on.
Medium bounce, ball speed, fast. I want fast balls. So this just pretty much uses the D-pad, the analog stick and the face buttons. Each face button is a different type of shot. Your lobs, your drops, that sort of thing. And when that turns green is when it's the ideal time for you to hit the button. Oh. But I wish the game did a little bit more in terms of lining you up with some of those shots. Or, having you step over automatically or have you dive or... Oops, jeez. That was a fault anyway, good.
There it is. Find it.
Oops, what are we doing here? Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's VR. I can look around. We can look at the cutouts in the crowd and...
Kind of weird that the camera doesn't like directly follow your dude, Like you're kind of moving left, or he's kind of moving left and right without the camera immediately following.
I think it would maybe get a little disorienting if it was just locked right behind him.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
yeah, there are cases where it's like he's like, like I can get over here and it doesn't start moving until I hit the edge, Like I can't even actually see him right now. Oh, geez. Well, okay. Fault. Good. Meant to do that. All right, I'm charged up.
Nice.
You're on
Charged
fire.
up.
What?
Tornado shot.
Game.
Yeah.
All right. Nice point.
Change ends.
So you guys have had some time now with some of these games that are third person, and the headset is basically just like a camera. Like,
Yeah.
Are you finding that pretty natural? Like, is that starting to make sense?
It seems okay. Like, you know, it's like this is a game that, you know, like the benefits of VR are slim in this case.
Yeah.
It's just a decent tennis game.
Right.
But this is actually the thing, like, this is one of the first games I ended up playing because, you know, the bigger games took a lot longer to install. And so VR tennis was actually the first or second thing I tried when we got this stuff. And there was something about the simple pleasure of this serving, of like seeing the ball go up and looking at it right there.
Yeah.
That like seeing it hovering right there in front of you is surprisingly cool. Like it's all in 3D, it's right there, it's neat. And it's one of those things that's like, you know, just the technology itself is kind of awesome.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, you know.
It almost seems to me like just getting good 3D out of a VR headset is something people haven't been giving enough credit to, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like it's real 3D. It's not shitty glasses and a TV 3D, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like full on, everything is proper 3D and looks good and tangible, you know?
And, and that so far has been pretty solid today.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a tennis game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but and I go both ways on that. Like on one hand, like that's cool because
Forehand and
no one
backhand.
fucking makes tennis games anymore.
This is true.
And there should be more. Or, you know, maybe hopefully people will play this one because it's got online. I haven't been able to play any online, but maybe we'll give this a couple minutes here and then I'll go try to find a game. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Shouldn't have given her those
Nope.
fucking super shots. This is fucked.
I bet that looks crazy in there.
I don't know that I could have hit that. At no point did the circle appear around that ball to say, "Hey, time your shot." It was just like, "No, you're done."
When do you get to Electrosnake?
I think I have to. Well, it's multiple
charge
buttons.
up?
It's. Oh, geez, I screwed that up.
1540.
I screwed that up.
His movement is real weird. Does it look weird to you?
In terms of just like the animation and how it maps on the court, like
Yeah.
just movement speed and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
Okay.
Where
Like-
the animation and the speed doesn't quite match.
Right.
I like the idea of you providing some neck-based commentary as you're streaming the game, you know?
Yep.
Just like a quick shake of the head. You're like, nope, nope.
Deuce.
So you are able to tell when that ball is curving, I think, better than we can.
Yes.
Like that. That's tough for me to see, at least. Or you see it sooner.
Electro Snake.
There it is. Man, she just
Yeah.
she was like
Handled it.
no, thank you. Right back. Do you know if this was developed in Japan or was it just
was.
developed? Okay. I don't know if it was just developed to look as if it was made
Yeah.
in Japan.
Or at least, I mean, the studio appears to be based in Japan.
Okay.
If they have developers that are elsewhere, maybe that's the case, but I don't know.
Sure.
Fucking Electro Snake.
Man.
Chewed me up. Oh, this side of the court has different screens. That's two here, whereas this side of the court just has the
Yeah.
one big one.
Those people are pumped!
These people came straight from the Forza race.
Well, it looked like you didn't have to turn a whole 180 degrees to see directly behind you. Is that?
No, that's I was
basically
pretty
what
much
you had to
turned
do?
around.
Okay. I think I heard you
this
talk about
is-
this before, but like I was wondering if they're going to do like what Track IR does, where like a little bit of neck movement translates into like a lot of
Right.
in-game.
I mean, if you recall,
Sorry, my
Golem
mic
did
came loose
that.
here.
Yes.
Okay. Let's wrap this up.
I'm really curious if it will be, if a lot of games will have sliders for that kind of stuff, because Track IR has a lot of tweaks that you can do.
Right.
Like curves for acceleration and things like that.
To be fair, most of the
Magnetism.
people who want to use a Track IR are crazy enough to want all that stuff.
True.
You know, if they're trying to go mainstream with this thing, of course, I guess the PC headsets are automatically selling to kind of an enthusiast audience, right?
I mean, the price kind of would indicate as such, you know,
Right.
and the PC requirements and stuff, yeah.
But I bet still a lot of developers are going to want to like streamline this. Just, you know, a lot of games are just going to be like put the headset on and go, right?
Yeah, and if they do have settings for stuff like that, at least in what we've seen, it has just said like comfort mode.
Right. Have you looked into how does that thing show up on a Windows level, like as a device? Are there a bunch of weird like buried control panels you can get to and like fiddle with settings?
I haven't dug around too much, but like the idea is that Windows 10 was kind of built with VR stuff, or they included some of that stuff at the OS level to kind of better understand, like, hey, this is a VR headset, as opposed to, hey, you connected a third monitor.
Right.
You know?
Here is an HID device or whatever.
Right. All right. So this is live online. This person might actually be hearing me speaking. I don't know.
Delicious Bees in the chat says, detaching camera rotation from actual head rotation feels super wrong and super weird.
All right.
Is that the case, Jeff?
I'm sorry, I was tennising. What was the...
detaching camera rotation from actual head rotation.
I think that there's probably a way to make it work. It would have to be kind of gradual. What does Golem do, Brad? Do you remember?
Drew was I had forgotten this, but yeah, Drew was saying the Golem developers said they're doing exactly that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you turn your head and it exaggerates it.
Right.
Because that's what you move to, or that's what you
so that you
do
don't
to
have to necessarily
move.
go all the way.
Yeah, like so you can
doing
like
this is not great. You know?
Right.
Totally.
Oh God, I gotta serve.
Think about how many like fast action first-person games like require you to spin a 180 in like half a second, you know?
Right.
Like,
But in a lot
tough.
of those cases, you'd be standing up, and theoretically, all the people you'd be competing against would also be wearing the headset too. Like
Right.
as long as the limitations or the game is developed with those limitations in mind. Like if you're making, like, say, a robot golf game, then you know you're gonna have a lot of time before you take your shot to look around. You could stand up and do all that stuff.
Oh man, reading a
But
green.
if it's a robot golf game where people are fighting and there's action or something, like, who knows what you want.
Yeah. Reading a green might be way better in VR.
reading a what?
A green in a golf game.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh no.
That sounds like some high-level golf terminology.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All right.
I've gotten around it in the past by having those like grids that have little white balls on them that like fall in the direction that the green is sloping.
Yeah.
But if you could just see how the terrain looks in 3D, then you know that, oh, bank's over there. I'm going to have to hit it a little to the left.
I guess that's something that serious golfers get deep into.
I mean,
a lot of green science. Lay of the land.
Certain golf, I don't know, Mario Golf has that. PGA Tour for the Sega Genesis.
Is this a Rift only game?
Yes.
So this guy has to have a headset.
Yeah.
Any sense of how wide they're shipping it? I was reading some weird conflicting stuff this morning. Like, I saw some people suggesting that like basically only Kickstarter backers are getting theirs today.
Huh.
Like you said, yours is
Mine. I got a shipping notification.
okay. Like I saw people who were in like the first wave of regular pre-orders saying that they were not getting theirs. Like theirs isn't shipping until midweek.
Huh. Yeah, I don't actually know, but yeah, that's.
15:30.
We'll have to see. I wonder how many of these things they are able to make. You know.
There was some insane kind of informed speculation going on this weekend about how many units they've sold based on like analyzing order number distributions and stuff.
High or low?
I I couldn't find a definitive number. I didn't look that hard. I just sort of skimmed this thing, but it was this absurd breakdown of like, well, my order number was this and blah, blah, blah.
All right, let's see if he can hit the tornado shots twice. He absolutely can.
Guy's on top of it.
Game.
Guy has played some.
All right, I don't want to like rage quit on this dude.
Guy has played
I'm sorry,
some virtual
I know
tennis.
like we've seen all the tennis we probably need to see, but I'm gonna play out this third game. We're gonna see how it goes.
Do it.
Give him a sporting chance.
Yeah.
15 love.
I used my senses and 3D vision to hit that fucking ball, and that was pretty badass.
I mean, that's like when VR is at its best, right? Like
when you're doing something natural.
yeah,
and it
when you
works,
just instinctively like reach out and hit something. Well, of course, I guess you're using a controller here, but like when it feels like you did something intuitively, just because you can tell like how far away it is, and it feels.
You saw it, man.
Yeah, it just feels like spatial and tangible and real.
Yeah.
Chat is saying between 400,000 and 350,000
units.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is, I think that is lower than was speculated in the forum thread I was looking at.
I mean, that's still
That's not
fucking high.
Yeah, for especially for the price, like that is impressive for sure.
Yeah, for what is it, 600?
Yes.
Yeah. That's,
But also, I mean, like more to the point, like all three headsets. Well, PSVR pre-orders went up, right?
Yeah.
On Amazon and stuff. Like
Yeah.
all three of them are effectively selling out instantly, right?
Yeah.
Like they're
I mean,
selling.
there are enthusiasts that will pay that. I mean, I guess the larger question is like, do they get beyond that enthusiast sphere?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Like, what's it look like 8 or 12 months from now? Robot ref. It's a creepy looking robot.
It's kind of weird having this independent control of a camera while I'm playing multiplayer, because like that guy doesn't know that I spent a little time looking at the robot.
What you do with that robot is your business, all right?
Deuce.
All right.
Are you ready
Fucking
to?
wire.
Are you ready to tornado or electrosnake?
I'm ready. Oh, but
Advantage receiver.
now we're both charged up,
Oh, this is it.
and he's got advantage. I don't think I can super off the serve.
Ooh, this is it.
I cannot. Fuck. All right. Play cool.
Oh man.
Oh!
Dude, this guy's on it. Maybe he's one of the developers. Has somehow spent a lot of time with this game.
Yeah.
Deuce.
Oh,
Certainly possible. All right.
you guys got any standouts today? Like anything that really just like did it for you?
This tennis game's pretty good.
This is all right. Drew, what was that thing you were doing right before I came in here with like the weird robotic arm factory machinery looking stuff?
It's just one of their tech demos.
just tech
What was it
demo,
called? The Oculus Dreamdeck?
Dreamdeck.
Dreamdeck.
Would you guys say you've had a lot of experiences so far? Not necessarily played a lot of games.
They're games. These
Yeah.
are games.
Okay.
Whether they're like good games
Yeah.
or whether the thing that matters about them is, oh man.
Oof, yeah. That one was wide.
Deuce.
Shit. Playing this game forever.
I'd like to play Lucky's Tale.
Yeah. Have you guys done that one yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to play that one too.
I would try Windfall.
Yeah. I was surprised to see you guys playing that earlier because I had
Advantage
checked that out for UPF at one point, and even on a regular monitor, I thought it was kind of disorienting.
Oh, really? So that's been available?
Yeah, that's been in
Okay.
early access for a while.
I like Darknet a lot also.
Yes.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Game set and match.
All right.
Was that the one where you were,
Take 0901.
the one where you were hacking the Gibson?
Yes.
Okay.
I got an achievement for returning a killer technique.
Does the Oculus Store, does your Oculus profile have any kind of social
No.
achievement level stuff? No.
I don't know if you can see this, but I'm turning my head, and so is my character.
Not really. Do it a little slower. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Sure. That's cool.
Oh, but it doesn't do this. Drew, it won't. Won't give me this.
Not localized in India.
Yeah.
Wait. So it's got pitch but not yaw, or the other way around?
It's got.
That might be just. I mean, I think the headset can detect this certainly, but the guy's neck does not work that way.
Yeah, it's got yaw but not roll.
Okay. I just like saying yaw whenever I get the chance.
All right, that's tennis.
Do it slowly.
You guys play Chronos yet?
No, I was gonna do that.
Okay. I feel like Lucky's Tale and Chronos are the two that I have, and you know, like Elite Dangerous and Eve Valkyrie. Those are kind of like the standouts.
Elite seems a little rough, just in terms of
Yeah.
like it launches with like the Oculus experience is very much like put the headset on and launch your games and stuff like that. And Elite has its own launcher and all this other stuff that kind of gets in the way.
Huh.
All right.
All right.
Jason says one more game.
One more game, then break for an archive. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do something quicker, and then we'll come back and do Chronos.
Yeah,
on
it
the
sounds
other
like
end of the
Chronos
break.
is one of the
Let's do
more-
Omega Agent real quick.
More like gamey games.
Omega Agent's another one that might make you a little queasy.
Oh, what?
This is a jetpack game.
Fireproof. These guys make The Room.
Oh yeah.
These are the makers of The Room 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right, we're here. We're in Omega Branch,
That's cool.
where the Xbox 360 controller diagrams are right there on the wall. So we'll just do free flight for a little bit here. All right, here we are.
I like that you're wearing a suit.
Yeah, he's got a frame on.
I've got a machine gun here up top, you see, and
Oh yeah.
a shotgun, and it's also a jetpack.
Wow.
So it's right trigger for just jets, and then left trigger will do a boost. You see, I have a part of my HUD here. These boosts, these left trigger boosts, fill that meter up, and you kind of burn through them.
Wow.
And I can use the right stick to turn, and obviously I can look around.
This looks pretty great. And your hands reflect your movements.
Yep. Though this is a weird thing. Well, no, I guess that totally makes sense, actually. And then I can look around and shoot, and it gives me a little reticle when I start firing.
I love how they threw a gun on there just because.
Well, this is just the free flight mode. There are
there is-
missions where you're shooting targets and stuff
Okay.
like that. So
This looks a lot like an area in Pilot Wings,
Huh. Yeah.
where you have a jet.
and then you can just fall. That felt a little weird towards the end there, not gonna lie.
Like pit of your stomach kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I have issues jumping off of tall buildings in regular games. Like that doesn't sound super fun in VR.
This looks pretty fun, Jeff.
Yeah, it controls really well. And I like its look.
Is there a game here?
Yes, not here. Well, there are like hidden things to find in the kind of free flight mode, but it's kind of like a time trial, shoot all the targets or go through all the rings, get to the end,
Okay.
sort of thing.
Like a Pilot Wings.
Yeah. Let's just get high and then fall. Let's just get high. Angel dust. What? This is pretty far up here.
Now eject.
It's still going.
Oh.
Chat reminds us to check if this guy has a head.
Let's check what?
If this guy has a head.
Oh,
How do you what?
this guy's not even a guy, man.
Oh, wow. You're a ghost. You're a ghost. Ghost jetpack. Has that been a thing?
Oh,
like
yes.
Games where you can turn around and see your face?
Yep.
But no, it's been a thing that you turn around and there's no face.
Ah, okay.
It just stops at the neck.
So you just see it, okay. A bunch of headless horsemen running around.
Okay.
Is it?
This is as high as it'll go. I'm just gonna let off the jet boost and see what happens, see how I feel in my stomach. You ready?
Yes.
That was
All
fine. That was okay. No problem. Okay. Leave free flight. Mission directory. Fly through the path of coins to collect them. Don't miss coins. Fly through the waypoints to make more coins appear. Got it.
Any idea how much stuff like this costs?
Let's find out. Omega Agent,
Yep.
$15.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get the coin. Uh-oh.
Two stars. Those fireworks look nice. So that's the second level. The first level was all didn't have coins, it just had the rings. Cross wires, waypoint dash. There's no set route to follow here. Okay, well we have to do them in order, so.
How does it look? How's the fidelity on this one?
It's good. It's sharp enough.
Okay.
Like this desk feels really good. Like this desk feels weird to have here as I'm doing this and not banging on the desk.
Are you saying you're experiencing presence?
Yeah.
To some degree?
Or I'm not. I mean, yes.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
Your
Like the
brain
game-
wants to.
My
You're not-
brain wants presence.
But you're not getting.
I love presence.
You're not getting the feedback you need.
Okay, so fly through waypoint, start the timer.
I mean, really, you just want to be able to pick anything on that desk up and throw it somewhere, right?
Yep. I want Surgeon Simulator
Yes.
VR,
Exactly.
which is a lot of fun.
Finally, all those games make sense.
Yeah. Oh geez, this one has a pretty. Oh, I guess I'm not boosting. Ugh. Damn it.
What?
No stars. That's not a way to unlock more levels. Yeah, so we can't even move on. I wanted to show some, but there's some target shooting in the tutorial, basically.
Okay.
You know, where you use the gun. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
This seems okay. Should we move on?
Let's.
Okay.
Sure.
I guess we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll come back and play some Chronos, among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cooking through this stuff.
Now we're cooking with VR.